Hey, Hayden, you have any updates on emergency management?
All is good.
All is good. That's good, Hayden. Good is good.
Thanks, sir. Best in the state.
Okay, you have any update from animal control, animal shelter?
Now everything's pretty peaceful right now.
Steady? Spring's here, there'll be an onslaught of new puppies and kittens before long.
Yeah.
They have the, they're participating with the, this weekend, the
Stretch your mutt?
Stretch Your Mutt, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot
So,
that.
what, do you know what time that starts, Judge, or?
I heard them talking about it on the radio this
11
morning.
o'clock? Yeah, so want to encourage everybody bring their dog out and stretch your mutt. You know, it goes to a great cause. The funds, I think, will be donated to,
Leadership Lebanon is putting on the funds generated and donated to the memorial.
Great, so, great thing. Be a good time.
I hope my dog's not listening, calling my mutt.
That's just what they call it, you know.
He's talking about you, not the dog.
Joel,
Let's
bear
strap
with me
you
a few
down.
minutes. We'll jump over the payment of bills for a moment and go on down to the old business and new business. There's a copy in your packet of the quarterly, or I guess they assume that they got to make quarterly, even though the agreement with the advisory council said that they report at least annually.
Annually. They're
And
doing a
they've been
great
very,
job.
very diligent about giving us frequent updates, and I certainly know they're in good hands and under good watchful guidance, and everybody seems to be working together really well, and they've made extremely good progress at Gravel Switch. So
Very good report.
Yeah, and they've got,
They're doing a good job.
it said they've got 18 active volunteer firefighters, which is the most they've had in some time, so that's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's good.
making good, steady progress. Right. Very lucky that they've
Took it over.
stabilized and everybody's moving forward.
They also have a junior firefighter program implemented as well, so very good.
Judge, I guess that's about it for the day, isn't it?
Item 12B, you all were briefed on this.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I guess probably it's been, what, 3 months ago or more when we talked about this, introduced the idea. In your packet and on your desk, actually, you have a most recent kind of an updated drawing after you all made the visit to the tourism group on partial funding for this. And they had a recommendation or most useful facility kind of with all the runs and the different events we're having here now. I can see why they would kind of promote the shower area in there. So, you were there and want to address this? I know that,
Well, like I said, with the tourism, trying to fit it into their wheelhouse. You know, suggested you indoor shower, outdoor shower, water fountain, and more restroom facilities and so on. Getting tourists in, they can put this building along with the farmer's market on the map as a public restroom, when we have people out of town, we kind of see them out both ways. Like I said, they are interested. We have not heard all about back, but they were going to participate yet, but we just met with them Monday. I think you probably have a budget item in there that was for the increased cost for the showers.
So we've got that cost on here.
I didn't know if you had that.
It's not, no, sir,
didn't have
I
that in
haven't
the
seen it.
packet,
it's not.
the drawings that came in.
I just figured that up last night.
So it's about $30 more thousand than what I've already got on the paper I've got here.
You know, when you add 8 showers, then you add the hot water capacity, you get 8 showers worth.
What is the, I don't really understand, I understand the concession part thing, the shower thing, is that, I don't really understand the true need for that as far as, I know people need to take, but are they gonna, like the runners come through, they're not gonna pack their stuff with them, or you, how you?
Someone do,
I mean,
especially, you know, they have another color run this year.
Yeah.
The last one we had, they soccer concessions, and people were stripping down.
Now, that water hose we could probably afford.
I'll
just tell you.
People on the side of the road out there.
Well, no, not making people, that's for sure.
But, you know, this all started out with the need for a concession stand.
Right,
On
yeah.
our facility. According to, if you strictly go by tourism bylaws, they can't run a concession stand for football.
Is that right?
But if we add stuff in the building that suits tourism needs, then they can contribute to it. And I think they worked really hard trying to fit it into a mode that they can help fund it without, getting wrecked over the coals.
Yeah. Well, kind of. So the funding, I know they're gonna possibly fund part of it, but it's gonna cost, say, maybe 25,000, 30,000 extra. Is that kind of what they're looking at funding? I mean, if they fund 5 and want us to spend 30, it don't pan out too good.
Carl on the way home, and she's gonna set up another meeting with them, that I talked to them, what the extra cost was. I don't know if they were willing to put
Yeah.
what they kind of agreed on for in the additional work cost with the shower, and I don't know.
So let me ask you a question. What's the overall size of the facility?
It's,
Last drawing you got there shows
52.
70 by
yeah.
26.
26.
70 by 20, this is the one I've got, is
You're
that
adding,
different than this?
adding on to this
One on the
52
table
foot.
had three.
You're adding on to it, okay. Because we were looking at this, trying to figure where they were going, but if you do the shower, you're gonna add 20 foot on it.
feet.
Packet didn't have a shower.
All right, so,
And the number I came up with, it just basically.
See this big packet like this?
Okay, yes, sir. Thank you.
40% to the building, and basically I just brought the cost at 40%. It may not drive out that way, but it's gonna be close.
personally, I think the concession stand would be great. I think Center Square, the field, could be a focal point for a lot of events. It already is, but even more, and it would definitely be a attribute to the facility or to the grounds. As far as your costs, obviously, you're in the business, so you've got these costs down pretty good there.
John Thompson done the original cost.
I understand.
Yeah, he done the budget. I went through last night, kind of
Adjusted.
adjusted.
So I guess a couple of questions. One is that I take it that the city's kind of going to oversee this, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, since city property. Second thing is that, is this something that the city's going to bid out, or how they're going to handle that?
Well, probably built just like the other two concession stands.
Okay.
We'll bid out the, like the masonry work, HVAC work. Of course, the city ourselves will do the concrete work and probably plumbing and electrical.
And this would be accessible for all, for example, like youth activities. I know soccer, football, whomever. I mean, yeah, so they'll be able to utilize that. All
So
right.
the city will maintain it, what you say?
Maintain it, all the young costs, everything will be done by the city.
Has the city made any type of, given you any type of, are they committing to 80% of it?
15,000
90?
in this year's budget, but I need to get going and get spending.
Hey, you need, I don't think you have any trouble spending 15,000, that's for sure.
You know, hopefully we get it going. We've got that much money to get material ordered
Right.
on site before the next budget.
I guess my question, when I look at the 90, at the figure, the total figure, has the city come up with, have they told you that, again, they're willing to fund 60%, 80%?
That's going to be on my back, I'm trying to get past.
Okay.
City council.
Gotcha.
Darren, let me take that off your back just a little bit. When Darren came in, wanted to get this on the agenda again, the conversation that we shared at that time was, well, first of all, we know kids from all over the county use this building, and we did help and did mostly totally paid for the concession stand at the soccer field, because we don't have a park system, and 75% of kids, whatever the percentage of kids is in the county and the city, play soccer, play Little League football. And it really behooves the city and the county to work together. But the last thing we talked about was, if tourism's on board for a third, the city a third, and the county a third, we could probably do this as a collaborative venture. So that was kind of where our conversation ended before I put it on the agenda.
Yeah.
And maybe I overspoke, but I think that, to me,
No, I mean,
sounded like a reasonable
I-
project.
I mean, I'll agree with you, Judge. I think that's reasonable if we can, I mean, I think that, I agree with you, we don't have a park system. The city does an excellent job of maintaining the park. I don't know who runs the parks, who oversees maintaining them, but that individual does a tremendous job. But bottom line is, I think it's fair. But the question I have is that, I think from our standpoint, if we agree to that, we don't want to go into it blind. So that's why I'm saying that I like your projection of numbers, okay, so that gives us an idea. I'm like Masher Quail, I'm not too sold on those showers, I'll just tell you. I don't know if, we look at it this way, a third, okay,
Of
well,
100,000, 33.
yeah, that's a lot better than a third of 130, 40,000, whatever.
Between 30 and 40,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I understand this, so I guess you need to work with the tourism, figure out exactly how they can help, if they can help, in the city as well, but, I mean, I have a concern with the showers. Do you guys?
I'd like to have some numbers.
I do.
Yeah.
And then you're adding 10% additional at the bottom, you don't know where that's gonna lead you neither.
You said also indoor and outdoors. Is that,
The outdoor shower would just be kind of like a rain gear.
yeah, I understand.
I can go with an outdoor shower. I think that's,
During
Outdoor
warm
shower
weather.
is basically for people that like to run on 100-degree days.
Yeah.
If they make their roof somewhere that they can get by the shower, they get over there, they turn it on, and it's long run.
It's
kinda hard to-
You saying?
It's not for anything.
Well, that's what I was wondering, because,
You know,
So,
bathroom facilities will be just like the farmer's market that we open.
yeah, I can see all that, but
So-
Shower will not be open all the time.
I guess the bottom line here is that if you can, like Master said, if you can go back and get some solid numbers, okay, and I understand these are budgetary, but obviously we need some factual, solid factual numbers, whether the city has to go through the bid process, whether they manage it themselves, however they do it. And then I think the other question, obviously, which is a big question, is will the tourism commission help out and so forth?
Yeah, it's like
So-
the next meeting, hopefully next week, I can sit back down with the tourism. And that's something that we need, both the city and district need to look at. Because if we don't include the showers, most likely
yeah.
tourism won't.
Well, then what you need to do, I understand, well, but you probably need to meet with them, get creative for some other opportunities that they could provide, I don't know.
And like I said,
It's,
kind of, if they want us to spend 40,000, them donated 5, it's really, we wonder
Probably
about
not gonna
that.
happen.
What if they,
Yeah, I kind of, but
It'd be blunt,
it's
but
worth
that's
talking
what it
about,
is.
but,
Yeah.
they'll
and
kind of
that's
see
the
what
way
they
I wanna
think.
try to- That's the way I want to try to go about it, is, you gotta look at, they are totally separate to, even though, the city.
Yeah,
you got-
everybody works together, but just got certain rules.
But they've got their state guidelines, stuff. We can't go with that, we want 50,000.
Maybe they could do an ongoing, three-year project or something.
Yeah, they do have brick and mortar budget and stuff like that, they can, if it meets the tourism needs.
Well, and that's what I think a lot of people in the community struggle with, is understanding really what the tourism commission can and can't do, because, in my layman's eyes, you look at it, you think, if we build this facility, it's going to help attract events and so forth. So it's just understanding their guidelines, what they can and can't do. You get your numbers, get them solid, come back and find out where we're at, and we'll go. Now, the other thing is too, of course, this would be a budget, we'd have to put this in a budget.
Let's work on the next budget on
Starting
it.
July 1, which is probably going
That's
to,
why we come now.
Yeah.
Try to keep it in the budget.
so the bathroom facilities right now, they're currently using Center Square, correct, on the edge of that?
When there's no.
when there's no event, that's part of the problem.
Right, I know, I understand that.
If somebody's got Center Square rented out, the bathroom. should
Right,
be-
so, okay.
And like the football league last fall had 40 dollars because they wouldn't allow them into the.
It's a lot better than we had at St. Charles back in the day at the Master.
Big field.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. We had elm tree.
Had 40 acre boarding
behind
ground.
the backstop.
That's right.
So if you have any other questions on the building, it has to match one,
Existing.
existing vessel, will provide all missionary construction. The other two concessions will have asphalt cement versus next.
Yeah, the good thing is it's below prevailing wage, obviously, and of course, so I think there's opportunity here to tighten it up and hopefully get something done, so I appreciate it.
Mr. Bond, thank you for your time. Get us some numbers.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
If you got $15,000 of money this year, you probably get a slab and a lot of plumbing in the ground there.
You got your concrete footers and the,
Site work done.
yeah, according to these numbers, you can do your concrete and your block and brick, and, you know, that's a big start. Right.
Will, Mr. Mattingly, I know you haven't said anything, but will you be overseeing this project, or what's your role in this project? Oh, okay. All right.
Does that pay anything?
He tests the showers out.
Pile a little more on, right?
Exactly. Thank you, guys.
Thank y'all. Thank you, Darren.
That kind of concludes the agenda and the things that we needed to kind of have a little bit of an overview of. Again, we're in a kind of final collaboration stage on some other things and joint ventures and final details working out with some enhanced 911 considerations. And want to keep the channels of communication open because we do all have to work together on a variety of community events. And I don't know, I didn't put this in your all packet, but I did want to make you aware, and you may have already gotten an invitation to this. I've had, and you all read the paper the last couple of days, we've got some dialogue going between the Board of Education on some of our previous, I guess, activities and projects and so forth, and they are going to make a visit to the court, probably maybe May 1st, the next meeting, although I think the paper kind of summarized it up. This is an event that's coming up on May the 6th that I'm hoping that you all maybe received your own invitation. If not, I just want to let you know that I will be attending, and because, you know, I feel like you all may get an invitation to this. This just came yesterday or sometime in the last day or so. So if you haven't got it yet, you may be getting one. But I think, you know, our education and our joint ventures, and particularly now that the city did their franchise fee with the KU and attributed some of those benefits directly to technology education and the Jobs Consortium and some training needs that the state's no longer funding. And we do have definite needs and commitments that we need to make here in this county, regardless of how short-sighted or lack of funding the state is. If we have the capacity to make those improvements and get our young people in a better position to be productive, I think we probably are fortunate that we have the assets to do that.
Judge, just in case I don't get an invitation, tell them I said hello and I support them, all right?
Well, I'm going to follow up with this and see if, in fact, you all
Well, I
could
mean, it's all right.
participate.
I'm sure they're going to send us one, so. Yeah.
just want to let you know that this is happening and that there is a need for everybody to have some input.
Yeah. Also, Judge, I spoke to the Chairman of the Board of Education, Mr. Mullins, and in regards to the issues and concerns we had, and he wanted to assure that,
You may
like you
hold.
said, yeah,
Yeah,
they're
it's gonna be
they're looking
resolved.
into it and they're going to take care of things. So appreciate you guys moving forward on that,
In the tunnel.
hopefully.
Kevin, were any additions to the bills, were there? So I guess we'd entertain a motion to pay the bill.
Motion to pay the bills?
Second.
Mr. Masterson? Mr. Elder?
Yes.
Mr. Wicker? Mr. Smothers?
Yes.
Mr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Unanimous.
One little thing that I guess came up at the last meeting, we did have a presentation by the HOSA group, and last thing that Chastity Gribben said is that she did have a price locked in on some transportation, about $300 per kid, or a little more, $350 or whatever it was. But it gets higher the closer it gets, and I think she really was hoping the court would allow her to go ahead and lock in those transportation costs. And she did call Mr. Wicker and myself, and I made a phone call or two, and I think I talked to most all y'all.
Motion to approve.
We did go ahead and approve $500 per Magistrate Quayle, Judge Mattingly, and Magistrate Wicker for HOSA group to begin to make their plans.
Sounds great.
Generous contributions. Second that motion.
Absolutely.
John, that,
So it's $500 each?
No,
Last
sir.
week.
I was not on that.
okay.
No.
I was gonna tell you I didn't.
But I want to do my part, make second the motion.
No, I'm talking about that other,
Oh, yeah.
last week.
Yeah, I gotta get
that
that.
you wanted that I didn't get to do,
Leadership Lebanon,
Yes.
whatever.
Mr. Elder?
Yes.
Mr. Masterson? Mr. Wicker? Mr. Smothers?
Yes.
Mr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Unanimous.
Judge, I'd like to donate $500 to Leadership Lebanon. It's for the Structure Mud to help them cover their costs and bills and so forth. As we know, the funds they raise go to the Anthony Rex Memorial, but anyway, so I'd like to provide $500. If any of the other masters would like to provide a little tad, that'd be great too.
I'm almost financially embarrassed. I've got more spent than I have.
That's not a good, no, I wouldn't say it out loud. I wouldn't say that out loud.
I'm coming clean.
I understand.
Yeah, I would like to donate $100 to that cause myself.
Thank you, Master Quayle.
Something back.
Wait a minute, wait, I heard Master,
I'd like to donate $100 as well for that, please.
thank you.
I said almost, 100 for me too.
Hallelujah, praise be
Oh, second.
I already did.
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah.
I missed it.
Real quiet.
Mr. Elder?
Yes.
Mr. Masterson?
Yes.
Mr. Wicker?
Yes.
Mr. Smothers?
Yes.
Mr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Unanimous.
Anybody else? MTA, Ms. Rowe.
Second.
Second.